Hello everybody, it is March the 20th, 2024. Every time I do this, I have to check the date. I don't know why. So I'm just going to wait for some people to log in and then we can get started. I'm just going to connect with the spirit world while we're waiting for people to log in. Hello, I see someone has logged in. Hi Shannon, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. How are you doing? How's your weather? Oh my goodness. It was so windy today. Then we had like flurries. Then the sun came out. Right now it feels like -11. We're supposed to get more snow tonight. Hi Sherry, hi Jane, how are you? So our weather here is just crazy. On Friday, we're supposed to get 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. Hi Kirsty, how are you? Oh, you've got beautiful weather. Oh my goodness, I guess I left all that beautiful weather in Aruba. It is just so cold here, so cold. My poor dog. I'm just asking him to wait. Wait, we'll go to the park. I promise you, it's just -11. I just can't do it right now. Tomorrow I'll try. Hi Diane, how are you? Oh, hi Wendy, I'm in the GTA. Mountains and it's 70. Wow, GA. I wonder what GA means. Is that Georgia? I'm so sorry, I don't know what GA means, but I'm so happy that you have warm weather. Hi Dawn. Jane, St. Louis, 55. What is -11? I don't even know what -11 is. It must be like the 30s. It's so cold out there. Hi, Shelley. How are you? All the trees have bloomed here in Maryland, DC, but going below, yeah, freezing tonight. Isn't it crazy? Hi, Ashley. How are you? Yeah, you know, and I'm so stubborn. I go outside with like, they are sandals, but I have my socks on and I'll just slip on my sandals to take the dog outside. And it's just too cold to do that now, too cold. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Kayla. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Suzette. 74 in Florida. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Deborah. Southport. North Carolina. There we go. I'm catching on. Dawn says it's cold, windy, and rainy here in Massachusetts. The wind was, I was like, what is that noise? Then I looked out the window and I realized it was the wind. And I have really big trees here. They've got to be at least 50 feet. We lost a lot of branches off our birch trees. So I just get really nervous. The birch trees are near the front, not near the house. So I don't have to worry about that. But we have a lot of branches on the ground. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Nice to hear from you. Miss you too. I'm sure Kathy has lovely weather where she is. Watching from Scotland. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Does anybody have... well, I'll just introduce myself. My name's Wendy D'Angelo. I'm an evidential medium. I'm just going to take a little bit of time now and I can answer some questions about mediumship development, maybe signs that you've received from loved ones you'd like to share in spirit, or any other metaphysical topics. So if you have any questions, please type them in the text box. Shelley, cold and windy here in Michigan, snow covered this. I know. And you know, I warned everyone. It happens every year. My daughter's birthday is April the 13th. Every year we get snowflakes on April the 13th. And it's so funny because I just recently moved. I just set up the appointment for my pool to get opened April the 12th. And I'm like, am I crazy? Are they going to be able to open the pool? Is there going to be snow on that day? So we'll just see. And then my I've just bought a brand new barbecue and that's being delivered on the weekend. So I hope they can get in. There's not too much snow. Beautiful in South Carolina. Do I ever work with pendulums? You know, I don't, but I've been trained to use pendulums, which is quite interesting to try that. And there's all different kinds of pendulums. I've looked online so many times wanting to buy one, but I never actually have purchased one yet. I find I'm always looking for like a stone or a shape of pendulum that resonates with me. But that's a good way to get kind of like yes, no, or maybe answers. You could give that a try. Yeah, pendulums are really interesting. Hi, Pam. How are you? Thank you. Hi, Jane. A friend of mine wonders when someone is cremated, what happens to their soul? I told her that. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. So when we transition, our physical body is now gone, right? And soul or our spirit is eternal. Absolutely. Hello. Hi from Tennessee. Hi, Sarah, Colden, New Hampshire. You're welcome. And just talking about that, about burials and after passing and all that. I took a hospice course, as well as my experience with my parents. It's really good to have like a living will right now. Don't wait till last minute. I know that sounds really kind of like gloomy, not something you want to do, but it really does help family members and your children not to worry about things like that. So if you could kind of get something written down so everyone knows your wishes, that would be awesome. That was one of the most important things I learned when I went to the hospice workshop before I became a volunteer there, how important it is to have a will and what your wishes are. Shannon, if you break the tip of the pen, is it okay? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Just like if I've had a crystal and I've dropped it and it's broken, it's like, no. And to me, that's the sign that the crystals fulfilled their purpose. So now it's time to get a new one. So what I'll usually do, I'll bury it in the backyard or in the ground somewhere. So if it's broken, I kind of, its purpose has been fulfilled. Hi, Maureen from Florida. Wow. Tasha, do souls have a limit when they move on from communicating? Do souls have a limit when they move on from communicating? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So let me just think about that. Do you mean in terms of reincarnation, or do they have a limit when they're communicating with a medium? Like, for example, this evening I put in my intention to keep the reading short. I want to keep them, and I'm bad at that. I'm going to admit that. I want to keep the reading short from 7 to 10 minutes so I can give as many readings as possible. So usually it's in the intention. If I'm doing one-on-one reading, my intention is already put in. If it's a 20-minute reading, a 40-minute reading, and Spirit is quite good, and my gatekeeper's there, just, keeping time. Let's keep time here. So in terms of communicating time, yes, there are limits that the medium usually puts in place, or I'm just trying to interpret what you mean also. Also, the idea of, if you mean communicating, like I mentioned this before, when my dad passed over, you would think, my dad was like, oh, have you joined a cult? I think they're just taking your money. My dad being a police officer, thinking all these things when I gave some hints about taking courses and learning how to be a medium and all that. And I thought, oh, my dad will be the last person to communicate. And my dad started communicating right away. And I think I've mentioned also, he comes through very strongly when there's something related to the home or my siblings. I'll get messages. He's been quiet lately, but I'll just feel him. I'll just know, because I have lots of things that belong to my dad around me. So when I see them or I bump into it or my eyes drawn there, it's like, oh, hi, Dad. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks. And again, whenever I tend to get readings, I'm always getting information about my dad and how he's helping me from the other side, which I find quite interesting. So I guess I could kind of think of my dad like as a bouncer, or like, the police or a gatekeeper on the other side for me, making sure that everything's okay and I'm safe. So I hope that kind of answered that. And so again, I'm just going to say, so I feel that souls or loved ones and spirits come through when there is a particular need. So they're very aware of when their loved one needs to do healing. So they let the healing take place. They back away. They have things to do on the other side. And when they have a message to say, or there's something that has to be shared, then they move forward. There's Jane. Thank you for volunteering in hospital. It is so important, isn't it? Yeah. And I volunteered with children who lost loved ones. And, you know, it was very touching, very moving. Wow. Yeah. And it was, you know, it was very lovely to see children in the group connecting and talking, and they kind of had that kind of bond, you know, and they could see that they weren't the only ones that have lost someone of importance, and that they were moving through the grieving process, and we were like a safe space for them. I guess we were kind of like group leaders, I guess, and we would do all kinds of activities with them. We would walk in nature with them. We would go to camps. We would, I remember we had a bowling party. So we would do lots of different things. And within those activities, creating that bond with other children, we would do activities. It might be talking, it may be drawing. We had an Indigenous person coming in to do drumming with the children, which was so beautiful. So yeah, it was quite a moving experience for me. Very moving. And I had lost people in my life at that point. I had lost my grandmother, which made a great deal to me, but it was so interesting. I was inspired for so long to go to hospice, and it just happened. I'm looking for volunteer work. I looked at the weekly free newspaper, and right there when I opened it up, it said looking for hospice volunteers. So I know I was guided by spirit to do that, and I know what I learned there assisted me in helping my parents, because my parents' passing was a disaster, if I can put it mildly. Yeah. So it helped me, and it helped me to be able to help my parents. So yeah, absolutely. We all need our tribe. We all need that support. So I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but it's just interesting. It popped in my head just now. On Instagram, I just put up a little image, and I think I said on it, you know, express yourself. So express yourself. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And if people are there for you and are holding space for you, they're part of your tribe. So just don't, when you repress emotions, when you repress things, it comes out physically. So I just wanted to mention that, how important expression is. Sometimes I forget that too. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Hi, Lynn. Any other questions you would like to ask me, even about mediumship development, your own personal connection with spirit, anything at all? Hi, Lynn. How are you? Nice to see you. Got a big group tonight. That's lovely. Any other questions or thoughts or things you've been reflecting on? I know it's the equinox just happened, and I believe it's the new, is it the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra coming? So I've had a few kind of sleepless nights. Slept a little better last night. Monday, I didn't sleep at all. Sunday, I think I slept 2 hours. Oh, Tasha asked, what is the best place to start to develop mediumship? This is what worked for me, and in my classes I teach, this is where I like to begin. I would say beginning with your clairs, developing and understanding how your clairs work for you, your instrument. So it would be clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairgustance, all the clairs. Really explore the clairs, understand how they work for you, and develop them, because that is how spirit communicates through you, through your clairs. So if you don't have a good understanding of your clairs and how they work, it'll be so random. You'll have a lack of confidence. You won't really know what's going on. So it's all about, and Shannon can reinforce this because she's one of my students. All I talk about is getting to know your instrument. Understand how you work. You are unique. So I can't tell you the secret, and then you'll understand how you work, and you understand, you develop your own style, etc. You have to figure out a lot of this on your own. I can support you. I can be there. I can give you exercises. I can give you the environment to practice, but it's really about you. But for me, it's starting at the very basics, having that really good foundation, and it's about your clairs, understanding your clairs and your psychic abilities, because you need to be a psychic to be a medium, because you need to use all those skills in order to communicate, to discern energy, to bring messages through, etc. And that's how I learned. Some people might think that's the traditional old style of doing things, but that's what worked for me. And I've taught, quite a few students. I found it works for them too. I don't know if you want to make a comment about that, Shannon. Shannon's here. I don't know if I saw Sammy or not. Sammy's another one of my students, but really important. Understand your psychic abilities. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. One other thing I want to tell you too is Spirit will show you your potential. And you're like, holy mackerel. And you're like, where did that come? How did it? And it's not that you got it. Don't be confused. Don't think, oh, I got it. I don't need development, blah, blah, blah. They're showing you your potential. Now you got to put in the discipline and the work to maintain that level. So I don't want people to think, oh, this is, I just got it. I can do it on your own. I really think mentoring and support from others, finding your tribe is so important. And again, it's lifelong learning. My mediumship is continuing to evolve and change with my experience, etc. I hope that's okay. That's just, oh, there's Sammy. Oh, isn't that nice? She's a wonderful teacher. And I've got to say, I've just finished up my beginners mediumship development class, and all my students have moved forward in leaps and bounds. And I'm just so proud. It's like a privilege. It's a privilege to watch their development and just watch it unfold for them, and to see that excitement in their eyes, and to just, I can tune into their guides and how pleased their guides are. And the spirit world is so excited because they need more mediums. They need more mediums because every medium is unique. So it's so exciting. There's a Dawn mentioned. The other day I walked into my classroom, was singing a song. A few minutes later, the song came on. Oh, isn't that funny? The computer, the kids got a kick out of that. Haha. That's very cool. Isn't that cool? That's like a psychic connection there. Very cool when that happens. What I would probably ask you, what was the song? Were you thinking about something in particular at that moment? That might give you a little bit of insight into that, what that lesson was there. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Another one of my friends, Nicole. Awesome mediums. Oh, there's Nikki. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Oh, Nikki, I miss you. Nikki. Nikki says you're a great teacher. Nikki is so gifted. I hope you don't mind me saying, Nikki, if that's okay. So when we finish up a session or a course, I always give feedback to all my students. And for Nikki, if that's okay, don't mean to embarrass you or anything. Once she gets that confidence down pat, whoosh, there's no stopping her. And she's getting there. And it takes time and it takes practice. So never worry if you think, oh, I can't do it. I don't have enough confidence. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I put in the work. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. The butterflies in my stomach, thinking, I don't want to do this. How can I get out of this? Oh my God, I don't know what's happening. I'm a failure. But did all that. Been there, done that. But it's just, oh, that's okay. Okay, thanks, Nikki. But she's awesome, just awesome. And each one of my students brings it through different kinds of evidence, and they have different clairs that are the strongest for them, and they're developing new clairs, and I just get so excited, so excited. Practice and trust, absolutely, and surrender. You cannot get away from that. And you might think, oh, you know, I know how to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden there's all these lessons you need to learn that you weren't quite aware of, or, yeah, so it's a whole journey. That's all I'm going to say. It's a whole journey. You learn things, you experience things about yourself, and then the world around you. So yeah, it's quite awesome. Hard to put into words. Dawn, part of the nursery rhyme. I teach 3rd, 4th grade. Oh, hi Dawn, how are you? The dish jumped. Oh, the dish jumped over the soup. Was the line I sang. Oh, the nursery rhyme. The dish. Okay. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. Little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. So it's the cow that jumped over the moon. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Something to think about anyways. I don't really want to interpret that for you. Interpret that and see what that means to you. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's time. Maybe your intuition is opening up. It's time for you to leap over that moon. Connect with your subconscious, your intuition. There you go. I said I wasn't going to interpret it, and I just did. I'm bad. You know, it's the teacher in me. Any other questions or comments this evening? I got something kind of interesting that happened to me. It's almost kind of like a little test for me. I'm going to try something in a moment and just see how this this works out. So, okay. Very hot today. Kelly, I take pictures of signs if possible. You should. I do the very same thing. I have all the feathers I found, the puzzle piece I found from my dad. I have a sign I found. Where is my sign? Oh, darn, it's somewhere around here. Sorry, I don't know where it is. I had a sign, like an actual sign on the side of a box. I was like, oh my Lord, when I saw that sign. It's somewhere around here. I have that. What else do I have? I have a picture of the bird that flew in my back door and was sitting on my fridge when my mom passed away. I've got crazy things too, like birds, and yeah, absolutely do that. Like anything, right? So journal and remember your signs, journal all your experiences so you can go back and look at it. Yeah, I do that too. Absolutely. Every day is puzzle piece. Absolutely putting it together. Yeah, absolutely. And my dad did a lot of puzzles. So when I found that puzzle piece in the middle of the winter, walking down the street, I was like, bingo. Hello, Dad. And then another thing happened to me too was I was walking my dog down the street and I heard this little one crying their heart out. So immediately my ear went to like, are they okay? Do I gotta help them? Are they lost? Immediately I thought they need help. And then this little guy just screamed at this time, Daddy, Daddy, don't go. Oh my Lord. And I was like, I almost like fell down on the sidewalk. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it home. So it almost felt like it was my inner soul just, oh, there you go. Just remembering that, talking to my dad, like, don't go. I love you. I miss you. And it was just that whole scenario that I saw acted out in front of me. It was like, to me, it was just my dad saying, you know, like, I'm aware. I know everything's going to be okay. So things like that. I wish I could have videotaped that, but that would have been a little odd. Videotaping a child crying and screaming for his daddy. But yeah, Lynn talks dimes. Absolutely, I got a jar of dimes. Yeah, and I collect them, and I don't spend them. I just keep putting them in my jar just to remind me. The other thing that I find very often too is buttons. Oh, I had a cardinal culvers made outside bedroom window at the crack of dawn, Kelly. That is so beautiful. Oh, wow. Something you remember forever. Wow, that is just so beautiful. I had a funny experience too with a, was it a cardinal? I think it was a blue jay. And I was taking my dog for a walk, and this blue jay was following me all the way down the street. So it would fly from like street light to street light, following me. I was like, I was getting scared. I was like, why are you following? I actually got a video of that when I said to my sister, it's like, it's dad, it's dad. I'm like, I know this bird was doing crazy things. I'm sure it did, Joy. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? That's so beautiful. I love stories like that. I love stories. So, you know, the spirit world, your loved ones in spirit, they'll find a way to get a sign to come through for you. The sign can be from a loved one in spirit. Sign could even be from your guide, just saying, I'm there, right? I'm supporting you. Aww. That's so beautiful. Absolutely. And like look at me when I go back to these memories and remember things, there's so much emotion there. It's like you can just reconnect with that and kind of be back there in that moment again. So you know it's something out of the ordinary, that it's a message for you. It's a sign for you. So tonight I'll do readings until about 8:15. My goal is to make them a little shorter, and I'm bad. I know I never do that. I say that. I'm going to take that back. They're going to be shorter readings, 7 to 10 minutes. There you go. Just remember too that I am not an expert. I'm learning right along with you. I always do my very best that I can do. Spirit's always there. If there are any kind of misinterpretations or whatever, that's me. And I go back and I reflect on that and continue my learning in that area. I'll be recording this video so I can put it on my YouTube channel later in case you want to review it. Everyone will not get a message. It'd be great if everybody could. I'll do my best. Will not get a message tonight, but just listen to the messages, because I know there's going to be a level of understanding, new knowledge, and healing for everyone here in the audience. So please do listen. I am going to do, I always do spirit directed. That's just the way I tend to do it. So I do spirit directed. So I'll go to the spirit world and I'll have a communicator step forward. And I know some are already waiting to communicate, and I'll do it that way. And if you can take 80 to 100%, please say yes in your text box, and then I'll come to work with you. Oh, I'm getting all these compliments today. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. So, and again, my intention for my work is to be of service to the spirit world with the highest level of integrity, like I mentioned earlier. I will relay evidence to you, evidence and messages from your loved one in spirit to the very best of my ability to demonstrate the survival of consciousness after death, show that relationships are eternal, right? And that to confirm your loved one in spirit is around you. They want to communicate with you and they miss you also. And the other thing too, I'm hoping I can demonstrate is that everyone does have the ability to be a medium. I just didn't wake up one day and I was a medium. I mean, I had experiences with spirit, etc. And then I was drawn to develop my mediumship. I knew it was the right thing for me. It was along my life path, my purpose, and it took discipline and practice and trust and surrender. So just like me, I do believe, and I do know this, that everyone has the potential to be a medium, be it a personal medium to do readings for yourself and your family members and friends, or a professional medium. That will be up to you to make that decision, what you're called to do. So if everyone just relax for a minute, take a deep breath. Inhale, hold. Just release any stress, expectations, concerns from your day. Do that one more time. Inhale, hold, and release. And as you do that, it's just relaxing your nervous system, getting you kind of in the flow, opening you up. Inhale one more time, hold, and release. And I just want you to imagine your heart space right now. And there's a beautiful light, a unique light that represents you, who you are, your true essence. And just let that open up, light up, and just invite your loved one in spirit closer to you this evening. Thank you. And just give me 1 minute. I'm just going to say a quick prayer here in my head, then we'll get started. Okay. First thing I want to do before I give a spirit message, I said I would do this. My guide wanted me to do this. So I'm going to do this. So these are my cards, Thoughts of Rumi, 24 enlightened quotations for everyday guidance. I love these little cards. So I'm just going to pick one for just guidance for the audience for today. So I'm going to do it spirit guided. So when they tell me to stop, I'm going to stop. So I'm just going to feel like a shift in energy, right? Okay, there we go. That's the one. Okay. Okay. It says, the light that shines in the eye is really the light in the heart. So to me, interpreting the light that shines in the eye, to me, that would be your compassion, your passion for the world, for light, for your potential, your excitement about the world. And that's really an expression of your heart, your life purpose, and what you're meant to do. So please do not dim your light. And let it shine right through. There you go. There's that expression again, which I was motivated to talk about expression earlier today. Okay, thank you. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go with this because I can still feel this gentleman here. So my husband and, oh, Pam, oh, you're so welcome. I did love Aruba. Thank you. Jane's niece is in the audience. Okay, awesome. Okay. Okay. So right now I have a gentleman in spirit. I'm going to say that I want to say 39. So I feel late 30s, early 40s. This is significant for some reason. I feel like he's wearing like a what do you call that? Like a puffer jacket or a I don't know why this puffer jacket is of some significance. He's wearing a puffer jacket, and I feel that I'm seeing a plaid shirt. Okay. I know he's a father. I know he's a husband. And I also know there was, okay. I feel that there was some kind of an accident that took place. And this accident might also have involved, children might have been involved in it. Because he's showing me a daughter, and this could be a memory, but I'm seeing a daughter who's younger, like 2 to 4, that age. I'm seeing a daughter, and he's showing me an infant son. And there's like some kind of concern. And he's acknowledging, I'll just see, that's okay if you're late. And he's acknowledging what is he acknowledging? I feel like it was some kind of accident. It was an accident. I feel that it feels like it could have been automotive or transportation related. I don't think the children were hurt. The infant son may have had, I don't know, it's almost like I keep getting like concussion, impact. I was in my lane, just came out of nowhere. Does this resonate with anybody? Information that I've given. And like he's very determined to have like peace. It's almost like peace be made, to give my information, So I feel younger, like late 30s to 40s. I feel there was some kind of accident. There was like an impact, a fall. And I feel this falling or this impact is related to his passing in some way. It's like a falling and impact. And it's like he's very, I don't know. It's almost like he's saying to me, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like he's sharing with me in the moment. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. I was in my own lane. I was doing what you needed to do. Then poof, out of nowhere. So there's some kind of accident or something happened that it was like, this is shocking. And then he's bringing my mind to a daughter and a son. Shannon, okay, okay. Let me just see what else you can take. Can you take, I'm not quite sure yet. It may be a memory. It's either a memory of the incident. And again, I feel like the daughter, like I see the daughter smiling. It's like the daughter isn't even quite aware of what took place, this accident or this impact. And she's about like 2 to 4, right? They're young. It's like he's showing me she's smiling. She's okay. Everything's okay. And then he draws my attention. He keeps drawing my attention to the son. And he's showing the son like as an infant wrapped up in a blanket. And there's just some kind of concern for this son. So I don't, and again, I feel like it's impact related again. And to the head, and he's, it's like I'm seeing the baby wrapped up, and he's referring to the son. And again, I'm seeing like contrast between the daughter, like is happy, light-hearted, smiling, lots of sun, and then I'm seeing the son who is more like almost like downcast, almost like, and he's just highlighting like the head and like mental, is it challenges with his mental health? He's just showing, and I tell you, he's coming through so strong. Yes, I feel it's an accident. And he's acknowledging the accident. He's taking responsibility for it. But it's weird because he's saying, you know, the accident didn't even really make sense because he keeps saying, like, I was in my own lane. I was doing what I had to do. And then all of a sudden. So that's how he's showing me. He's showing me like that. Like it was like almost like a fluke. It's almost like tripping up. I tripped up. Made a mistake, didn't see it, blah, 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 accident. He keeps saying like that. Okay. He was in a car accident. Okay. Okay. Can you take Shannon? I almost felt that a child was a child thrown from the car or almost thrown from the car? Like I keep getting something about the child, like a young one almost thrown from the car. But no son. Okay, I could be wrong on son. Maybe he's just trying to show me the difference between the older one and the younger one. Because there's some difference between the older one and the younger one. Can you take Amanda? Okay, the child wasn't in the car. Okay. Amanda, my brother's accident, has daughters but no son. Okay. Amanda, can you just I'm just going to ask you a question if that's okay, just to clarify. Right. I was just going to say that too. That there's a birthday coming up. Yes. And I knew it was like late 30s, early 40s, trying to get that age. I know I'm with you, Amanda. Okay. Okay. And this is your boyfriend. Okay. Thank you. And you can take, I just want to verify, it's a car accident. Is that correct? I just keep seeing a car. It feels like a car or an impact. He was a pedestrian. That's what it is. Because, he keeps saying, like, it's fun. I was walking down my lane. Like, I was walking where I was supposed to walk. He keeps saying, I was walking down my lane, and I saw someone being thrown. Okay. So he was being thrown. Okay, I understand. Okay. So I got that confused for some reason. Okay. And he's acknowledging the children. Okay. Children. He was hit and killed. Okay, thank you. He's like it was a fluke. Like, what's going on? I was where I was supposed to be. How can this happen? And it's like he's coming through so desperately. It's like he wants you to know that this wasn't on purpose. I don't know if you ever thought like, oh, was whatever. Have you ever had thoughts thinking, maybe this was, not what it seemed? Because he's coming through and he goes like, you need to know this. You need to know this. And it's almost like I feel like, it's almost like the children need to know this. Do the children need to know this? Because there's this connection to the children. He keeps bringing that up again. Okay. Okay. I believe it's 2 children. So let me just see what he wants to say. Okay. I got some confusion there with the children. It was just so overlapped. I knew it was an accident. I knew it was a car. I knew there was someone flying. Like, okay. Okay, what does he want to say? He just keeps saying an accident, he just keeps repeating that, an accident. And it's almost like he's saying, I wouldn't leave you. He's saying it like that, like, I wouldn't leave you. You understand that? It was an accident. It was beyond my control. He's saying it like that. It's really important you understand that. So I don't know, Amanda, if in the back of your mind, I heard he stumbled in the road. Okay. 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 Okay, but he's saying that. He wants you to know that it wasn't on purpose. He keeps saying that. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't meant to happen. It wasn't. Okay, let me just find out why. Again, you just keep saying like it was a fluke. I don't know if there was something on the sidewalk or like an elevation and he tripped over the bump in the sidewalk. Because I keep thinking again, there was something he tripped over. He tripped over something. I don't know. You know how sidewalks are really uneven or you're not looking or whatever? He just keeps bringing my attention to that he tripped over something. Tripped. I just keep seeing like tripped. Lost my balance, a stumble, a fall, an impact. That's the information he just keeps giving me again and again. Okay. He goes, there's a lot of things I've got to take responsibility for. He goes, but I don't want to take responsibility for that passing, that accident. He's saying it was a fluke. But he's saying something about that he wants to take responsibility. I don't know. It feels like lack of communication skills. I don't know if you had an argument with him or there's something like I'm going to take responsibility for my communication skills, my interactions, our relationship. He's talking about that. I'm going to take responsibility for that. And then he's laughing in a way. He's saying, I'm taking responsibility for the responsibility I didn't take. He keeps telling me a stumble. I think that's why he came through with so much emotion and like all I can think of is emotion. He was like, when he came to me, he was like crying out, like saying, you gotta do this, and it was just like, this has gotta be shared. This has gotta be communicated. She's gotta know that it was a stumble. It wasn't on purpose. She needs to know this. So I feel that there's some kind of grieving and process you're going through. And he's saying this is going to help in your healing if you know this. And again, he's saying there's things I'll take responsibility for, but I'm not taking responsibility for that. It was a crazy accident. Okay, so he's taking responsibilities for other things in his life. And it feels like it's connected like to his relationship with you. And I don't know, I just feel he has he's just saying like a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of just something that he wasn't processing properly. And he's saying, you know, I'm aware of all these things now on the other side. So he's saying, yes, I'll take responsibility for that. And he's just coming forward with apologies. And he's saying, you know, I apologize for that. I apologize for that. I apologize for the tears. I apologize for the pain. I apologize for not being there when you needed me. He's giving all the apologies for that. I don't know. It's funny. This might be something that has recently been done. Have the children been like, I don't know. Have you purchased like a skipping rope, or have they been skipping lately? Or I don't know why. He's just showing me an image of skipping. If skipping is significant, like I'm seeing a skipping rope and skipping. I just keep seeing skipping. He's showing me skipping. So I just wanted to share that image. It could be something that he's seen recently. I feel it almost feels like it's a daughter skipping. Okay, just aware of that. And he's saying, pitch blackout. Yeah. Okay. No one has seen his daughters until a couple days ago for 4 months. Okay. He's talking about skipping. He's making connections to like Easter. There's something about Easter that's significant because he's bringing up Easter. Are you going to be around his daughters? Is there some gathering at Easter? He just keeps talking about Easter. I'm seeing Easter baskets. I'm seeing Easter eggs. He's talking about Easter. He's showing me like outside. He's showing me nicer weather. There's just this connection to Easter. He just keeps talking about Easter. Easter and the daughters. There's some kind of celebration going on. If it's not Easter, can you take, Amanda, that one of the it's possibly one of the daughters' birthdays, or there's some family celebration around the coming up in the Easter time. I forget when Easter is. When is it? Is it in April? Okay, the toys. Yeah, he's showing me that, and being outside. His birthday is tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Because he just keeps saying that, like a birthday. Okay, and he's talking about Easter being important. Okay, thank you. All right, I'll just see what his final message is. And could I just mention, this was my little test run here, Amanda, because when I woke up, actually, this gentleman came to me in a dream. So when I woke up this morning, he was clear as a bell for me. And I knew it was for somebody in the audience this evening. And he was very distraught. He was very upset. And he needed his message to come through. And he just kept talking about the accident. He kept talking about his children. He kept saying that he was in the right his own lane, he's saying his own lane, and that there was some kind of fluke, an accident, something he tripped over. And he continues to say that now. So I wanted to see if he was going to come back, but I woke up and that was the first thing I had when I opened my eyes. So I just want you to know how much energy he put in to come through. So this communication means a great deal to him, and he wants you to be aware of that, and he wants you to take the healing that you can from this interaction. And also he's just saying that it's almost like, I know you have free will, and I don't like to give guidance or advice or things like that, but it's almost like he wants you just to kind of like, just have your eye out. Just have your eye out. There's something about having an eye out on the girls. Have an eye out. Just make sure you know everything's okay. He's not saying something's wrong, but just, have an eye out, like almost like being, I don't want to say mentor, but just, having kind of like their best interest at heart, just someone else there, because that means a lot to him. He's saying that means a lot to me, to know that you have their best interest at heart. So it's funny, he's almost saying like, I'm going to inspire you to do things for them through me, if that makes sense. So it might be something like, oh, he's bringing up his birthday again. What is it about his birthday? Again, you have free will. So it's almost like on his birthday, I don't know if you can chat with them or connect with them, or just like a little message like, it's your dad's birthday today. He's thinking of you. He loves you. Just like something like that. If you find it appropriate, and he's just smiling, he's saying that. He's just like I want you to, it's almost like he wants you to get some message through for his birthday to family members. He's saying it like that. So of course you have free will, but he's saying, I want to work through you. I want to work through you. So just be aware of that, Amanda, and any inspirations or thoughts you get connected to him when you're thinking of him, because that is him bringing those messages through. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. Working with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And having the privilege of working with your boyfriend. Thank you. Because it was so important. I had to get that through. And remember too, as well as it bringing you healing, it's also bringing him healing on the other side, because that was just something he had to express. So thank you. I'm just going to ask you, one more question about him. I don't know if you have his tie. Why do I feel there's a tie involved? Do you have one of his ties, or do the girls have one of his ties? I'm just going to put it out there. Something about a tie, a birthday, trying to catch up. Okay, I'm just going to let all that go. I don't know why I have like a tie on the back of a door, or I don't know, a belt or something of his. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Okay, that's okay. All right, let me just move to... Okay. Okay, I have an older woman in spirit. She has short hair, gray, curly, maybe a little heavier lady, if you don't mind me saying that. I feel she was a housemaker. And I feel that she's referring to a male, and she just keeps repeating, so handsome, so handsome. So this might even be a memory that's familiar to you, where she would always say, oh, isn't he handsome? Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. She just keeps repeating that. Isn't he handsome? Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. Okay. Who are you referring to? I know there's a really a close connection to this male that she's saying so handsome. You're so welcome, Amanda. I feel it's a son. It's either a son or a son-in-law. Because I feel a real closeness with this woman and this gentleman. And she's just acknowledging this gentleman. She keeps saying, so handsome, so handsome, so handsome. And I feel that this gentleman she's referring to, this male, was just recently, she's just showing me, he's like, here comes the tie thing again, that he was getting dressed up in like a suit, a tie. There was some kind of event that he was going to that he had to dress up for. And she's talking about cologne. Let me just see this gentleman. It's Kayla's saying, could it be my granny meeting my boyfriend on the other side? They did meet in the world. Okay. So, Kayla, do the words handsome resonate with you? She just keeps repeating handsome. So, did you, like, for example, would people say, oh, he's so good looking, or has a great profile, or there's something about, I don't know why they keep talking about handsome. Okay, that's okay. Even if it's somebody else that say, for example, your grandma is recognizing people saying this about your loved one in spirit. Do you understand that? Is that something that would connect with your boyfriend, that he was handsome? Yes. Okay. That's what I'm just getting at. Like, does this resonate, this word handsome? Because she just kept repeating that. Okay. And I'm being shown a memory of your boyfriend dressing up in a suit with the tie, nice cologne, looks very, I don't know if the word's dapper, but looks very well put together, very respectable. I keep getting gentleman. I just keep seeing this. Okay, what is this connected to? Okay, you thought dapper before that. Okay. And I'm just getting some kind of contrast between, being a gentleman and not being a gentleman. I don't know. I'm just getting like two sides of the coin. Can you take that? What are you trying to tell me here? Let's put it this way, that he could put on, I don't want to say a mask, but he could be a gentleman and respectful and all those things when needed, because I feel like he was a little bit of a, I don't want to use the word scoundrel, but can you take that? Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing like two sides of his personality. Like he could get himself into like monkey business or into trouble. He could get himself into monkey business. He could get himself into trouble. And also, Yeah, I almost feel like your grandma's doing almost the communicating in a way form. It's like, so I don't know if your grandmother was quite assertive or like to talk for other people. So maybe I'm going to just get her to back away for a minute because I'm like getting someone else's perspective on somebody else. Okay. Okay. I don't know why your grandmother wants to talk about food and lasagna, but I'm just going to put it out there. Okay. I'm just going to ask her to, okay. Could you take Kayla? He's newly, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Because I have like, I felt a little bit of darkness, like some kind of darkness around him. Is this, I feel like it's like emotional. What is this? It's almost like mental distress, emotional distress. Kayla's eating lasagna as we speak. There you go. So he's just letting you know. Okay. Let me just find out about him. I feel that he had some kind of, he's taking some kind of responsibility for his passing. Can you take that? And it's okay, because if it sounds familiar, listen in. Yeah, because I had darkness, and then he was showing me like the way his thoughts. So it may be common that OD. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So that was the next thing that I was, yes, thank you. So he's acknowledging that. He's also acknowledging like a lack of clarity on the earth plane. Like he's saying, like a lack of clarity. You understand this, right? A lack of clarity. So he's just saying that he's aware of this now on the other side. And he's saying, isn't it ironic that I was searching for clarity in my life, but I brought more unclarity. Do you know what I mean? Like I brought more fogginess and like it's just like it's like he can't even, he's like just going through the motions. He's not even like really using words. He's just aware that he was looking for clarity, and that's not what he found. And he's saying like can you believe it? Like, can you believe it? He's just saying that, like he sees the futileness of it all now on the other side. He's like, I wasn't escaping my problems. He's saying he was like, I was escaping myself. Now I know that. Okay. And he's mad. He's just saying he's mad at himself. He's mad at himself. So he wants you to know that. Because he's just saying, I'm still processing. I'm going through, it's interesting. He's like, I'm going through all those emotions that I brought with me from the earth plane, because he has to go through those. He has to kind of like do a life review, and he has to be aware of those emotions, how he affected others, how he affect all those things. So he's saying like, I'm still processing, I'm going through that. And he's like, I'm still at the mad stage. I'm mad at myself. And it's like, I have so many apologies to give. And he just keeps referring to himself as A. He just keeps referring to himself as that. I just want to see if you can take this, Kelly. Is there another male? I feel like he's concerned about another male. And past, yeah. And he's mad about that. I feel there's some other male that he's concerned about, his brother. Thank you. Because he wanted me to acknowledge this. And he's like, he's swearing a little bit. I won't swear, but he's kind of like swearing to express the depthness of the emotion, you know, like when you swear, it's like, so he's just saying, you know, can you look after him? Please look after him. Look after him. Talk to him. I know he's a stubborn, pig-headed son of a gun. He didn't say it like that. He goes, I know. He's just like, I know. He just keeps repeating that. He's saying, but just like be in his space, be in his zone, just be there if needed. Be there if needed. You understand that? You understand that? And he keeps talking about like light. It's like his light. He's there. He's around. I'm still there. My light's still there. You understand? My light's there. Keeps talking something about light. So I don't know if you see light or there's something about light or orbs. He just keeps saying light. Okay. I think too that's part of his journey. You understand that he's now starting to and will be moving towards the light and understanding things that took place. And he just wants to make sure that his brother has that sense of clarity, brightness, and light in his life. And he says, for God's sakes, don't let him make a hero out of me. He's just saying that, for God's sakes, don't let him do that. And he's like determined. And he's saying, don't let that happen. He says, I'm just a simple, ordinary person. Okay, that's important to know. He's saying it just like that. And it's like, don't make me a role model. He goes, I want him to carve his own path. He's saying he has his own gifts. He has his own lessons. He has things he needs to do. So he's saying, you know, Kayla, I just want you to be his cheerleader. You understand that? Just be his cheerleader. Way to go. Good job. Celebrate. Just, you know, be part of his tribe. He's saying it like that. Just be part of his tribe. And he says, when you do that, I'm working through you. I'm right there with you. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got goosebumps like all over my body, like chills all over my body, because he's just expressing and confirming that, yes, that is him working through you to assist his brother. Okay. Does get have any advice to get through because he's rejected. The brother has, yeah, and that, okay, the brother, right? You're talking about the brother because he said he's a stubborn son of a, okay, I understand why he said this. Okay, and this is what he's telling me also. He's talking about, first of all, he's saying you can be a cheerleader from the sidelines. Like you don't have to be like right in his life, his bestie. Do you understand that? You don't have to be his bestie. And he's saying you need to understand in the processing of grief, people do things in different ways. And he goes, you watch this dude. He says, he's going to be projecting. You watch. He'll be projecting on you because he's got to put his pain and his anger somewhere. And he's saying, you know, you're a bit of a target. Oh, that's a good idea. Lynn said send him this tape, maybe. There's an idea. So you just be aware, Kayla, that you might be a bit of a target because I can even tell you from my own personal experience. When my dad passed, I had a sister. I have quite a few siblings, but my sister couldn't deal with what happened and the decisions, etc. So she projected and blamed my brother for the passing of my father. So I feel that it's a kind of, I'm just being drawn to kind of a similar type of thing. You understand that? Okay. So again, it's about, what's he saying? It's like, keep the door open, cheer from the sidelines, let healing take place. My goodness, Kayla, my heart goes out to you. You've said it's just been a couple weeks, so my heart is there with you. So please be gentle on yourself. Be gentle with others. You know, self-care is so important. And look, he came through. He came through for you to let you know. He has a lot of faith in you, you know. He's like, he was saying like, you know, like, babe, you got this. Like, he has a lot of faith in you, a lot of belief in you. There's something about you that's so strong. It's like, he sees that in you, and he knows you can do it and that you can move forward. So he's just saying, you know, you've got this. You've got this. He goes, I don't want to make this seem like it's simple. It's a journey. He goes, it's a journey. It's just right now that you and I, we're on different journeys right now. You understand? I do my journey on this side. You do your journey on this side. But it doesn't mean that we're separated or going away from each other. He said our journeys are bringing us together. You understand that? Because souls are eternal. So he's saying that our journeys are bringing us together. Okay. And I don't know if you've had any dreams about him yet, but he's just talking about dreams. So just be aware of dreams. And if you think of him or you sense he was there or he spoke to you, he's saying, that was me. That was me. He's saying, now that we've had this connection, now you know it's me. It's me, and I'm around you. And he said, and he's swearing again, he says, yeah, I'm going to reach out. So he's like, I'm going to reach out. He's going to go to his brother too. I just don't know if his brother's open enough yet. So you know what? I'm going to give my own advice if that's okay. So I'm going to, Kayla, just a suggestion for you, just to be open to receiving signs from your boyfriend. And then that's going to confirm to your boyfriend that he's connecting with you. You're receiving it. So when you receive something, say, thank you. I got it. Awesome. And then it's helping your boyfriend too in the communication, because spirit has to learn how to do that too. And then the next step, I feel, after he communicates with you, he's going to go to the brother. I feel he's going to go to the brother, connect with the brother. And then that's going to be something the two of you have in common. It's going to bring you together. That communication with him, that's what he's saying. It will bring you together, that experience. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just going to wrap this up now, but okay. And he's just talking about you always standing by his side and how much that meant to him. And he goes, now I'm by your side now. I'm by your side. You can lean on me. You can talk to me. Ask me. He goes, I know I see your tears. I'm trying not to get emotional here. He's like, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you blessings. I'm doing all I can from the other side. Just to make, it's almost like to make this process a little gentler. But he says, you know, it's almost like, you know, it's what humans need to go through. It's part of our journey, right? The grief and the loss, it's part of our journey. He goes, I would never take that away from you, but I'm there just to soften the edges for you. I love you. I love you. Don't forget my birthday. I'm going to be around. And I'll leave you with all his love. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kayla. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. I'm not doing well, am I, with my 5 to 7 minute readings, am I? Okay, thank you. He really needed to come through too. Wow. Two gentlemen that really needed to come through. Were they both boyfriends? I think they were both boyfriends too, were they not? Yeah, they were both boyfriends, I believe. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll try one more before, okay. And thank your grandma, because your grandma, Kayla, brought him. I just wanted to remind you that your grandma brought him through. And she just wanted me to say that. She's saying, I love you too. I love you too. This is my gift to you. This is my gift to you. Everything's okay. I'm taking care of him. Everything's okay. It's like she's saying, I'm going to mother him. She's saying it like that. I'm going to mother him. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I just had to make sure that she was going to, okay. 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 Right now, I'm just getting signs, and this is what I'm getting. I'm getting an image of a Dalmatian. I'm getting images of like a fire engine. I'm getting like all images of like fire related, like fire, what do you call that? Firehouse, fire pole. Someone is just giving me all these things about fire. I feel like that I have a firefighter here. And he's laughing. He's saying, I'm handsome too. You should see me in my uniform. What? Okay, he's just showing himself. He's saying he's handsome. Isn't that funny? Okay. Okay. I'm getting like a number. 51, 54, something like that. There might be more digits in that. Why do I think this is connected to, do not firefighters have like a firehouse number or like a badge number? I don't know. I'm getting 51, 54. It may be connected to something else. A firefighter. Okay. I feel that he was he's showing me an axe. I'm seeing like a lot of soot around his face. So like he's showing me like memories of like see a lot of smoke in a building. I feel it might have been a home, a residential home. I'm seeing a lot of smoke. Can't see where he's going. It's flames. It's like the floorboards, like they're all broken up because they're burning. They're fragile. And I feel like this is like an impact, like a falling. He has an oxygen tank. He's being pulled out by his buddies. What is this? Something about lungs breathing. Can someone take a firefighter in spirit? And it feels like he fell through the floor of a burning building, like fell through. That's what it feels like that to me. I'm seeing lots of fire. I don't know, something about soot. I guess it's soot, right? From the smoke all around his face. Okay, what else do you want to tell me? I was getting the numbers, either 50, like a 5's in the, like 514, 55. Is there a code? Are there codes that firemen uses? Like code 55, code 51. I don't know. It's like he's saying something about a code, like a mess, like, and then I see like talking, like, what is it? Like a walkie-talkie? A code, blah, blah, blah. A code, blah, blah, blah. And like I'm hearing numbers or something, like code 55, code 50. Something about talking on like walkie-talkies. And people are outside that were firefighters. Oh, Kathy. Okay, thank you. I don't know. There's something about code. He keeps telling me a code. And I feel that this gentleman, it feels like he fell through the floors. That's what it feels like to me. Like the floor gave out or it broke, or because I'm feeling like falling down. Okay. I don't know. And he was known to be like he's bringing that up again, a good looker. He was good looking. He keeps saying that. I don't know. There's some joke about firemen are good looking, or about firemen calendars, or I just keep getting this thing about calendars and good looking and being in the uniform. It's almost like posing. Is there a photograph of this gentleman like posing in front of the firehouse? Or you may have one of those, or there's something about a photograph or a calendar. And I feel they're standing outside a firehouse, because I'm seeing like a fire truck. I'm seeing the building. They have codes. Okay. Is it a calendar? Okay, because he keeps talking about a calendar. Thank you. They do have codes, because he keeps saying, like he's showing, it's like I'm seeing a movie, showing me the whole thing. Okay. I wish I could get a name here. So let me just work on this. I feel like I'm getting a B, the initial B, the beginning of the name. I don't know. What is this? Is it Brian? Brian connected to this? B. And it's funny too, like he's talking about, I'm going to tell you what he's showing me. It's like he's showing me more things than telling me about himself. He's like showing me a fire truck. And I feel like there was some kind of, was his casket in the fire truck? Or were there flowers on it? Some memorial for him and connected to the fire truck. B is his first name. Oh, awesome. Was there some memorial? Like he's showing me the fire truck, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm seeing white. I don't know if it's flowers. I don't know if it was like something of, I don't know if his casket was in the fire. It was. Okay, thank you, because he's showing, wow, he's an amazing communicator. He's showing me that, and he's like, he's talking about his buddies, and I tell you, he's talking about his buddies, and he's talking about his connection to them, and how they're there for you. He's like the thick and the thin, they're there for you no matter what. And the way he's expressing that to me, I'm just getting it like really emotional. Sorry, so he's just, thank you. He's just saying, you know, it's like the firehouse, the buddies, his buddy. And I know he's referring to your husband, and he's saying, you know, man, we took our licks, didn't we? And he's like swearing, we took our fucking licks, man. We put our life on the line. We put our soul into that work. And he's just talking about all those things. And I think it was almost like conversations he might have had with in the firehouse, or with your husband, in terms of like letting off steam and all those things when you go through those experiences being a firefighter. So he's just acknowledging those things. And he's saying, hey, dude, you made the right choice. He's like, you made the right choice. And he's laughing. He's just going, you know, you know what this means, Kat. He's saying like, smooth seas. That was the right choice. Smooth seas. And man, do you deserve that. You deserve that. And he goes, don't you ever goddamn think that you weren't one of us. Oh, now I'm going to cry again. And it's funny because when he refers to Matt, he's saying like, you were the cherry on top. It's almost like you were the top of the hill. You were the top of the, and it's like a cherry on top. That was you. You were the top of the hill. You were the man. You were the guy. You were the, and he's just saying how important he was to him and in his life, and you know, the job they had, it's not even job, the purpose they had in the community, because he definitely took that really seriously, and it was like a calling. It was like a calling. Okay. All right, I'll just see what the message is. I'm going to go somewhere and cry in a few minutes. Whoa. Okay. I don't know, he's talking about family. Can you just confirm, Kathy, he has family, is that correct? So I know mother. Oh, you're crying too, we miss him. Oh my goodness, I know. Because he's talking about family, and I know he considers you family. He considers you family. He considers you family. I'm not going to cry again. I got to stop this crying stuff. But that's the only way that I can express the depth of his emotion, love, connection. And he's like, honor. He keeps saying honor and honor. Like an honor. Honor to know you, an honor to work with you, an honor to be part of the team, the house, an honor to be part of the firehouse. He's saying it like that. Okay, let me just see. Okay, what else? He's talking about you. I don't know if he would tease you, Kathy, but he's saying something like, oh, she's a good girl. But he's like teasing in a way. I don't know why he's saying that, but he's talking about you. Like, you're a good girl. I don't know what that's about, but he's just referring to you. And he's like, you know, like that you're, and he goes, it's funny. It's like he's saying, you know, I know you're a light in Matt's life. You understand that. And it's like you're taking on the role, some of my role in some way. You understand that? It's almost like he's funny. He has a good sense of humor. He's like, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous because you get to spend all this time with him. And he's like, but that's okay. But that's okay. You want to take my place? Okay, go ahead. You try. You'll never be able to do it, my girl. You'll never be able to do it, but you try. But he's saying that in jest. Do you know what I mean? Like in jest. Yeah. And he's thanking you. And again, you made the right decision. Love you, love you, love you. Something about watch your back. I don't know what I don't know if Matt has a problem with his back or if he, whatever. I don't know why he's saying that. Something about his back, I felt like. Don't push yourself. Okay. Yeah. There might be some, he goes, don't forget the celebration. So I feel there's some celebration at the firehouse or connected to this gentleman, because he's just saying, don't forget the celebration. Don't forget the celebration. Don't think it doesn't matter, because it does. It does matter. Don't forget the celebration, because it does matter. We matter. You matter. And he just wants to, not like, don't you ever think that you didn't have what it takes or that you were a failure. I don't know. It's like he's got this. He just wants to say that to make sure he's aware of what he's referring to, because he's saying, you know, again, the cherry on top, the top of the hill. You gave it your all. Okay. Okay. Love you, man. Love you, man. Say hi to the gang. Say hi to the boys. Say hi to the bunch. He's got all these names. Say hi. When you have the opportunity, say hi for me. Say hi for me. And man, you keep that place of honor, because you deserve it. You worked for it. And he's just saying all these things. Yeah, he goes, firefighters. Wow, we're a new breed, aren't we? We're a different breed, but we stick together, right? Through the thick and the thin. We're blood brothers. Oh boy, I'm going to cry again. and I'll leave you with all his love. Thank you so much, Kathy, for that privilege of connecting with him. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. Oh, so much dedication and service for the community. And I'm going to cry again. I'm going to try to cry anymore. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, please make sure Matt gets that. Oh, yeah, couldn't have a reading without a good cry by me. So thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening and allowing me to work with you and your loved ones in spirit. We had 2 boyfriends, and we had a lovely, dedicated firefighter come through. Oh, beautiful gentleman. Just a few reminders. My Mediumship development class will begin in April for 6 weeks. Check it out on my website. I also offer free practice circles with those classes, as well as student reviews. I also offer mediumship, soul readings, and one-on-one readings. And soon, long-distance healing is coming. I'm going to be a guest speaker at the London Spiritual Church at the end of April, and I'll be going to the First Spiritual Church of Galt at the beginning of July. And I just love doing demonstrations for congregations. So thank you so much. So don't forget to check out my website, wendydiangelo.com. And in closing, remember, keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. And look what happened. Look what happened this evening. I tell you, our souls are eternal. Our relationships are eternal. It's all about love. It is all about love. In my dad's words, it's all about love. And he's absolutely right. Oh, you're so welcome, Kathy. You're welcome, Kelly. Oh, thank you. Bye, Lynn. Thank you for joining me. Bye, Jane. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. And I will post this. Bye, Shannon. I'll see you before you know it. And I will post this on YouTube. It takes a little bit of time to process. Bye, Kayla. All the best to you. Take care of yourself. Bye, Lynn. Amanda. Everybody take care of yourself, okay? Bye, Valerie. Oh, you're so welcome. Lots of healing in these messages today. People acknowledging, right, when they needed to take responsibility, when things weren't their responsibility. And look at this amazing firefighter who took on more responsibility than most people do in their community to make us safe, and gave his life for it. And I'm going to cry again. Bye, Lisa. Take care. I better sign off before I start crying again. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Lots of love, everybody. Take care. See you next week.